look and how good Patrick Mahomes looks when you lose arguably the best running back in the AFC and one of the top 5 in the NFL. So, we'll see what happens over these next few weeks, but the back half of the season is definitely going to be really awesome to watch.
Well, absolutely. Adam Jividan joins us talking a little NFL talk and some Big Ten championship. We're going to take a break, come back with Mo from the BS Sports Show. Going to be talking some NBA, going to be talking some more NFL, and going to be talking about where to put your money at, where not to put your money at, who to bet on, who not to bet on Championship Saturday. Adam, we appreciate you joining us. You have yourself a great weekend. Go Buckeyes.
That's right. Go Bucks. OH.
All right, buddy. We'll talk with you soon. Adam Jividan joins us, obviously just a huge Ohio State Buckeye fan. He's been on before, and his passion for the Browns and the Buckeyes, we love having him on and getting him on. Mo, the BS Sports Show joins us, standing by in the Balanced Green Room. We're going to get into some NBA talk. Did the Pacers lose one of their key players? We'll talk about that next.
Tonight.
The Air National Guard is a reserve component of the United States Air Force and serves alongside active-duty Air Force members in times of a national crisis. In addition, the Air Guard serves the state and local community in a wide range of capacities. The reason people join the Air Guard is as diverse as our members and includes such reasons as a deep desire to serve their country, money for college, travel, new job skills, and the pride that goes along with belonging to the greatest military organization in the world. I joined because I felt a calling to serve my country, but I didn't want to be far away from my family, so the Indiana Air National Guard was a perfect fit for me. With over 95 different career opportunities to choose from and 100% paid college tuition to any state-funded college, why not give us a call? Call 1-800-841-3103 or visit online at goang.com to find out more. Again, that's 1-800-841-3103. The Air National Guard, guarding America, defending freedom.
It's double trouble, double the fun at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. See the largest antelope on Earth, the giant eland, and the ugliest creature on Earth, the African warthog. There's so much to see and do, including the Midwest's only drive-through safari. Feed the animals, see live educational shows, feel the excitement. Have your picture taken with a python or cockatoo. Feel the adventure. Shop the Symbol Lodge gift shop with items available from around the globe. Visit the snack bar or picnic facilities. Enjoy a pony or camel ride. Or cheer your favorite porker on to victory in the famous Pork Chop Down. Bring your family to see the rare and exotic animals at African Safari Wildlife Park in Port Clinton, Ohio. Just take Route 2 to the Route 53 North exit and follow the sign. Only 17 miles west of Cedar Point via Route 6. Open every day, rain or shine.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be confusing. Like Swedish techno confusing.
Bark, bark, meow, meow. Dance with me, purple cow. Bark, bark, meow, meow. Ooh, you lovely cow.
Geico makes it easy. With 24/7 access, all you have to do is go to Geico.com and you could save money on car insurance. It just makes sense. Unlike,
Dance with me, purple cow. I like your move.
When you don't go to Geico.com, car insurance can be hard. Like early 90s heavy metal hard.
I'm yelling and screaming and I'm loud. Roar.
Geico makes it easy. You can review and update your policy or report a claim on Geico.com or the Geico mobile app. Because shouldn't we all have a little less stress in our lives?
I'm not even upset about anything.
All right, welcome back to The Balance. 90 minutes in the book, 30 minutes left on the play clock. Thank you to Matthew again, executive producer of The Balance, Matthew-Embury from up in South Bend, Notre Dame country. Also Adam Jividan talking some college football with us, talking about the Big Ten Championship tonight here in Indianapolis, the Ohio State Buckeyes against Northwestern, and certainly threw in some talk there as well. But joining us now is Mo from the BS Sports Show. Mo, how is you, sir? Mo, are you with us? Mo, can you hear us? Yep,
yeah,
we got you.
Can
you hear us?
Yep.
We're connected now. Yay! Love it when modern technology does what it's supposed to do. Hey, I want to get to some breaking news on a couple stories, and then we'll get into some of these college football games on a championship Saturday and some other things. But certainly one of the biggest news here in homeland here in Indianapolis, the Indiana Pacers lose Victor Oladipo indefinitely. Now I'm hearing split reports where they're saying that it's not as bad as one may think, that he just needs to get in shape and he'll be back sooner than later. And then we're hearing that word indefinitely, and whenever we hear the word indefinitely, we don't know what's happening. Obviously, a knee injury to Victor Oladipo. This is going to be a huge hit if he's not able to return anytime soon to the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, I mean, it will be as far as this season goes, but maybe at the end of the day, not terrible as far as getting a decent draft pick. But, yeah, I mean, some Pacers beat writers have written indefinitely, and Adrian Wojnarowski from ESPN wrote not as long as some people think, because there's no structural damage to the knee, and that they expect him back within a week or two, and Woj tends to be right on most stuff, so it's hard not to believe what he's saying. So hopefully, the best case scenario is a week or two.
I want to get your thoughts of the news breaking out in Kansas City. On one end, it's very despicable that the NFL has gotten to the point that it has, and you wonder how long did the Kansas City Chiefs sit on this? How long did the NFL sit on this? I don't know, but it certainly doesn't pass the smell test to me. Kareem Hunt gets kicked off the team for beating up a woman back in February. No excuses for it whatsoever. For whatever his reason is, there's no justification to ever put your hands on a woman. So the Chiefs did the right thing, but it took them long enough to do it, and I almost think that they were hiding it till the point when they couldn't hide it anymore. I also kind of think that the NFL knew about it. If the Chiefs knew about it and they didn't do anything about it, I think we're looking at some serious repercussions that should come down from the NFL as far as sanctions goes, draft picks and what have you, with the Kansas City Chiefs. If they knew about this and they did nothing about it, especially in light of everything that we've seen with domestic violence with the NFL.
Well, I mean, both the Chiefs and the NFL knew about this before the season started. It was an incident that happened, but no charges were filed. And it's very similar of the Ray Rice case. Ray Rice, it looked like he was going to be able to come back and play again, and then the video came out. And that's what turned this whole story. So, yeah, both the NFL and the Chiefs both knew about this. There's quotes from Chiefs front office personnel saying, that at the time that, no charges were going to be filed, and, it was what it was. So, yeah, both knew about it for a while. And now when video surfaces, just the same as it did in the Ray Rice case, then it becomes despicable in the minds of a lot of people, and it's too much for the Chiefs or the NFL at that point, so they had to suspend him. But once video became available, is when things got really bad for Kareem Hunt last night. So yeah, it's a situation where both the NFL and the Kansas City Chiefs both knew about this incident.
Well, then that's a black eye for both of them, because here's the thing. If they knew about it, even though there was no charges filed, that kind of goes back to the whole Urban Meyer scandal, if you will. Urban Meyer apparently knew about one of his coaches that was beating up a woman, but again, apparently no charges were filed. But yet everybody looked bad at Urban Meyer for turning the other cheek. That's problematic. Then, if that's the case, you gotta wonder, why does there have to be video evidence presented to the public before either sides do appropriate actions? To me, it was a despicable act. As talented as Kareem Hunt is on the field, you cannot have that kind of stuff going on and allow it and to turn your back to it. It's just another despicable act on another. And a lot of times they say the cover up. Is that you, Mo? A lot of times they say the cover-up is worse than the actual event. Sometimes you just got to take the ownership of what happened and deal with it. Now, that said, you know what's happened with Kansas City Chiefs, like Kareem Hunt. There's another player out there that might fit in there pretty snugly right now, especially as the AFC playoff picture begins to take place. I would think that the Kansas City Chiefs are ringing the bell, if you know what I mean.
Well, Le'Veon Bell can't play for any other team this season since he didn't report to the Steelers, so he can't be traded, can't play. But Spencer Ware, who has been a pretty capable backup, will play for the Chiefs, and which is great in fantasy. If you were paying attention last night and picked him up like I did in our league as well. But I mean, the big question, honestly, Tom, in this whole situation will come down to when did the NFL and the Kansas City Chiefs see this video, or had they seen it previously, or did they know that there was a video? Same with the Ray Rice thing. It's like a repeat of that. When did they know about the video? When did they see the video? And did they wait till the public reaction to make a move? So I think it'll come down to, did they make the same mistakes as the Ray Rice thing, except for this time they put him right on the exempt list, and the Chiefs cut him. They didn't just suspend him for 2 weeks. So as we move forward, we'll see what that goes. But for the Chiefs, I mean, I think they'll be fine. Yeah, Kareem Hunt's talented. And don't be shocked if another team picks him up. Don't be surprised if he doesn't join the Washington team. They seem to be okay with picking up guys who beat him.
We literally just said that a few minutes ago on the show. We literally just said that exact same thing. That's funny. No, it's not funny, but it's funny that you said that. So here we go, Championship Saturday. Obviously, if you're a betting man, which I am, which you are, and you're better at it than I am, that's why you're the expert on the show. But certainly we look at the college football playoff implications that could happen as far as that number 4 slot, whether or not Oklahoma, Ohio State, or Georgia gets in. We'll see what happens between this Georgia and Alabama game, but let's start from the top. You've got Texas and Oklahoma. It's got to be as even though they're ranked completely different between 14 and 5. Oklahoma is knocking at the door. They want to be in the playoffs. They've got to have this win. I don't know that a win you're in, because you still got to look at the Georgia and Ohio State scenario. But if you're a betting man and you're looking at Texas and Oklahoma, I'm sorry I don't have the spread here with me right now, but what are your thoughts on that game?
Well, I mean, I think I like Oklahoma in the game. It's a rematch from a game earlier this year, which Texas pulled out. What's crazy about this game is the whole fact that the Big 12 ruled that the Oklahoma Sooners can't do the horns down. It'll be a penalty, but yet the Longhorns can score, and they can throw the horns up, and somehow that's not taunting. So that'll be a fun thing to watch. But it's funny that both Ohio State and Oklahoma could win today and still not make it in. That's the intriguing part of this game. I think Oklahoma needs to win the game. The other, side note is that, within 2 years, Tom Herman, the Texas head coach, has returned Texas to a Big 12 championship game, which he was hired to do there. So, he's got the Longhorns making strides, and, their power starting to show again just by the fact they were able to get the Big 12 to, tell Oklahoma they can't do this. So Texas is starting to return and gain their power back again in the Big 12.
So, this Big 12 team vision, if you will, the committee doesn't like it for whatever reason. They would rather have a Big 10 team in the playoffs than a Big 12. For whatever reason, they have their own reasons. We could speculate it all day long, but they're going to look for whatever reason they can to not put Oklahoma in, to put Ohio State in. Ohio State plays Northwestern. We've seen a mediocre team of Ohio State. We talked about this earlier. On paper, you would think that it could be a matchup. Could be a blowout, if you will, from Ohio State Buckeyes. But Northwestern didn't get to the championship games by losing games, so they certainly know what they're doing. They're a powerhouse in the Big Ten. Big Ten championship game tonight right here in Indianapolis. Ohio State Buckeyes, a lot on the line for them. Northwestern Wildcats, what are your thoughts?
Well, this is the type of team, though, that Ohio State struggled with this year. We saw them struggle with Maryland. Obviously struggle at Purdue, and this Northwestern team is very much like those two teams, and so this could be a game where we do see Ohio State struggle. And they played a perfect game last week. I mean, let's be honest, they flat out played a perfect game, and can they do that again this week? Can that same defense show up? Because that's one of the things this year that's hurt Ohio State has been the defense. Can they get the running game going again, which they've struggled with all year long? And so if not, this could be more of a dogfight than we thought. You know, we saw Ohio State a couple years ago come in and blast and shut out Wisconsin and get into this. But last year they had a loss to a bad team